Chapter 5. Karma Sanyasa Yoga, the Yoga of Renunciation of Action. In this chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks a question deep. Should one renounce all action, or in duty should they keep? Krishna speaks with wisdom clear to guide Arjuna's quest, explaining that both paths can lead to peace and blissful rest. Yet of the two, Krishna reveals the path of action's best, to do one's duty with no claim, brings freedom and true rest. Renounce not deeds but attachment, let go of selfish ties, performing all with pure intent, the soul can truly rise. Krishna paints a vision grand, where actions flow with grace, a life where duty done with love brings one to a sacred place. Equality and inner peace for those who see the light, where all is one and one is all, in divinity's sight. Thus, through work and selfless deeds, one's spirit can ascend. In karma yoga lies the path, where duty and peace blend. Verse 1. Arjuna asks Krishna which is better, giving up actions or performing actions with a spiritual mindset. Verse 2. Krishna says both lead to happiness, but doing actions with the right attitude is better. Verse 3. A true renouncer neither hates nor desires and is free from opposites like pleasure and pain. Verse 4. Wise people know that both knowledge and action are paths to the same goal. Verse 5. Whether you follow the path of knowledge or action, you reach the same destination. Verse 6. Renouncing actions is hard without following a disciplined path. Combining the two leads to peace quickly. Verse 7. A person dedicated to action with a pure mind, self-control, and seeing the self in all beings is not affected by their actions. Verse 8, 9. A wise person knows they are not truly the doer, even while performing everyday activities. They understand it's the senses interacting with the world. Verse 10. Someone who offers their actions to the divine and remains detached is not affected by sin, like a lotus leaf remains untouched by water. Verse 11, yogis act only with their body, mind and senses without attachment for self-purification. Verse 12, a person in harmony who gives up the fruits of their actions attains peace, while those driven by desires are bound by their actions. Verse 13, a self-controlled person who renounces actions mentally remains happy and free in their body. Verse 14, the divine does not create actions or their outcomes. These arise from nature. Verse 15. The divine does not take on anyone's sin or virtue. Ignorance clouds knowledge, leading to delusion. Verse 16. When ignorance is destroyed by knowledge, the truth is revealed like the sun. Verse 17. Those focused on the divine, whose sins are cleared by knowledge, reach a state from which there is no return. Verse 18. Wise people see all beings equally, whether a scholar, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or an outcast. Verse 19. Those with an equal mind overcome the world. They are established in Brahman, which is pure and equal. Verse 20. A knower of Brahman is steady and unaffected by pleasure or pain, remaining centered. Verse 21. A person detached from external pleasures finds true happiness within. Verse 22. Pleasures from external things are temporary and lead to pain. Wise people do not seek them. Verse 23. A person who can resist desires and anger before death is a true yogi and finds happiness. Verse 24. Someone who finds joy and light within and is at peace attains liberation. Verse 25. People who are righteous, free of doubts, self-disciplined and concerned with the welfare of all achieve liberation. Verse 26. Sages who are free from desire and anger and who have self-control and self-realization find liberation everywhere. Verse 27. A person who focuses inward, controls their breath, senses, mind and intellect and aims for liberation becomes free from desire, fear and anger. Verse 29. Knowing the divine as the ultimate enjoyer, Lord and friend of all beings brings peace.